All right, would you want to tell your friends?
Look at this. So, no, it's not this. It was this all green, blue.
It was all blue.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit dirty because you've been working hard.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's this. Oh, there's
Yep, jump over the flowers we just planted. See, we've got to clean up this flower bed, but this area was kind of nice and neat. Mommy's got to put Mommy's landscaping skills and excavating skills, minus the equipment, to work and pick out all that grass and yuck. Well, I put on sunglasses. They're really old and beat up, but they're my backyard sunglasses. And today, what? You gotta go, Papa? You want to get on the slide? Okay, hold on. Let's tell them about our pots real quick. So we finally have like, oh, come here. Ow! I want y'all to see Annika's face. She is covered in mud and filth and dirt and grime. But which is awesome. So we've been working outside. You guys saw the kids planting marigolds earlier. Just went up to the pig pen and took care of a board that they dug up out of the ground that had nails in it. Yep. Then see, now we climbing up on the slide, and we are working on getting some of our plants started for the garden that we haven't built or dug up yet. So the plan is to figure out a way to get the pigs, hold on, don't fall, to either get the pigs moved to a different section, and we'll put the garden where the pigs are, or we will build a new garden and then stick the pigs in it for a week or two and let them just dig it up and till it up for us, because we don't have a tiller. So it'd be great to stick the pigs in there and have them till it up for us, which would be a great idea. Save us some of the work. So yeah, back here on the ground, I've got all of my little starter cups ready for, I'm gonna fill them up with dirt tomorrow. I'm gonna move them inside so the wind doesn't blow them over. And then tomorrow we are going to fill them up with dirt and seeds and hopefully grow some cute little plants with them, some vegetables, some herbs. See, we've got some herbs going. We'll have some herbs going for like the windowsill and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about all of it. And we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Don't look. And why? What was that?
Fantastic, it's one word. Fantastic artist. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic artist.
Fantastic artist. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
You can't wait to be a night fury? So this homework task that we made up today, we didn't actually do a school curriculum, a public school curriculum, but this homeschool task, we did 10 things I love about myself. And Riker's last one is, I can build anything. He loves that he can build anything. He's very creative and smart. Hagen wrote all of hers in cursive. Hagen, where's your list? Can you hand it to me? So Mommy wrote it in cursive first. I wrote it in cursive first on a different piece of paper. And then she wrote in cursive herself.
I wrote 3 words for right there.
And Hagen is in kindergarten right now, but she wanted to learn cursive, so her homeschool is consisting of any writing assignment she has to do, she's writing in cursive.
I'm finally
What are we doing?
We're bumping my bike.
Pumping your bike tires?
Yeah. That's so flat.
They're flat.
Yeah.
Flat.
A flat tire.
Flat tire.
Yeah.
Check out this bike.
Yeah.
This sick mountain bike. Pedalless mountain bike. Strider bike.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. It's got a sweet seat. Yeah.
Is it done yet?
We got a big hill in our backyard to ride it down. Goes way up there behind us. So good times by all today. Don't squish it.
It is right there. You have to bend down.
Oh great, you started digging like the tunnel. Oh my goodness. That is a huge worm coming out of there. No, don't grab it. Just leave it alone. Why can't y'all just leave things alone? That is a massive worm.
I don't want to hurt it though.
Well, just take a break from digging this tunnel.
Try to dig right here.
I don't...
Like, try digging right here. And then try to get it with your shovel.
We're gonna have to stop. I don't want the hole that big. Oh my goodness. We're getting a pretty big size hole here that we cover up every day, and every day they dig some more. Okay, today we are working on the farm. I say farm, it's a little homestead, but we can have big dreams, right? We've got a couple acres here, so we're able to have a few animals. We are gonna build a vegetable garden up here on the hill. That's what's going on right here behind me. So far, we have put in this fencing. This is like a super heavy duty wire cage type fencing. Over here we have the pigs. The pigs are gonna be moved. There's our old chicken house. But the pigs are going to be moved over into this area, and they are going to till this area up for us, and then we're going to plant a garden here and some trees. We're going to have a little orchard, little garden. There's the new chicken house. They're trying to reinforce it right now. We've had some critters try to get into our chickens that our friends gave us. We used to have about 18 chickens, and then over one summer the flock got decimated. The skunks or raccoons, whatever it was, they were pulling the chicken breasts off the chickens through the chicken wire. The bugs are horrendous. But anyway, so one time over the course of a few weeks, we could not get the predators, but they definitely got all of our chickens. So at one point we had at the most 18, but our flock has been anywhere from 5 to 18 at any given time. So right now we have 5. And they're giving us about 5 eggs a day, which is awesome to supplement grocery eggs. All right, let's get started on this fence again. We've started over here. So what we're doing is we are digging a trench and we're burying the fence underground about 6 inches. See if that can keep critters from coming out. See if that can keep the pigs from digging underneath the fence. The fence is really hard, so I doubt they're gonna wanna crawl underneath of it. So far they haven't on the other one, so it's been good. Okay, so we got the new pig pen going. Temporary shelter right there for tonight. And we are going to Release the pigs! Yeah, I'll hold this right here. Here's the slot bucket. I'll get this.
You got it?
We're making a run.
Can you widen it a little bit?
Yeah.
They can fit through there.
Yeah.
You filming?
Yep.
I don't know.
No, get out! The pigs are being released.
What do I do about this area?
Coax them with the food. Oh shoot, I forgot about that area.
Here.
Shoot, I didn't even think about that. Here, you're gonna have to push it in.
Come on.
This way.
This way. Oh, go see Mama. Come on.
Come on.
This way. Hey. Come on. This way.
Come on, pigs. Look, they're following you. They're following you. Come on, this way.
Oreo.
Oreo, come on, this way. Nope.
Look.
This way. Jump out a little bit for that one and then come back and get her. All right. No. She didn't figure
Oreo.
out. Oreo, look. Oreo, come on.
Hey. Come on.
She's like, ooh, what kind of goodies play home today?
Come on. No. This way. You got it.
Stop saying.
Happy pigs. We'll just keep on quartering off and making fenced in sections as we need the grass mowed.
Hi. My name is Annika. Mom. I'm Annika. That's
What?
it.
Hey, you ready to go? Oh, you got a dirty face.
My name is Zombie Man.
Hi. Look at the happy piggies. They're so happy.
I don't have a
They're
cold
so happy. You don't like your pineapple pieces?
Hey, come on.
Oh, we need to flip. Okay, we got the piggies transferred over. They are gonna tear this up.
Come on, Cheetah. Come on, Oreo.
Just like they did over there. They tore all that up. So now they're gonna tear all this up. And then we're gonna put a garden in here. We're gonna put some fruit trees in here. Put some fruit trees right there. Along this fence line. And then our garden will be down there. Yep. Hopefully they tear it up like rototillers. What's up, everybody? Today I have some gardening tips for you, just some quick ones on how to get your starters going, to get your plants ready to transplant for the garden. Mine have not sprouted yet. I just started planting my seeds in these starters. We have sectioned off a portion of our property to put in a garden. Right now we have the pigs up there and they are going to till the garden for us, we hope. And then we'll move them back over to the pig pen, and once that dirt is all loose and tilled up, we will then transplant our little starts. I have been using a lot of recycled containers, and I'm just going to go over those really quickly and show you what we have done and a couple of other ideas I have for how to make sticks to label and that kind of thing. So just some real simple ideas, and you don't have to go out and spend a fortune on containers to put your starts in. If you save your plastic containers throughout the year, yogurt containers, milk cartons, things of that nature, then you can recycle and use those for your starts. We're also gonna show you guys how we've been keeping busy and having fun this quarantine. We've been spending a lot of time outside. The kids are actually inside right now doing some schoolwork. They're on the computer. Their school is transferring them from paper work that they've been mailing to us to computer classrooms. So they are doing that now. So here you go, check it out. So here we have all of our starts, and some of the containers I used were just simple yogurt containers. We get lots of yogurt throughout the year, and then we also have these little mini yogurt containers. So we've got both of these, and we have used both containers, and we also have these milk containers. We collected these from the kids' school lunches, and we were able to just cut the tops off and make little containers to put our seed starts in. Another thing we used were milk cartons, the bottom of milk cartons, and then we just cut the bottoms off the milk cartons and we use those for starts. I've got some onions in those, and I want to show you guys a real quick trick to make. We have these popsicle sticks that we have recycled and used as plant start labels. And then another thing that you can do is you can take a sturdy plastic like these milk cartons, and you can cut these into strips like so, and then we just cut across like that. And with our permanent marker, see, you want to reuse everything you can. If you have plastic coming into your house, this is a great, if you have plastic coming into your house for whatever food products or products that you use, this is a great way to recycle them, and these will last for years and years and years. See, then we just write the name on it, and then we can just stick them down in there as labels, and these will be able to be reused every single year. So I've got a bunch of those. We also have some gallon milk jugs that we cut the bottom off of. And another thing we can do is once, in order to get these acclimated to the outside temperature, we can also make these into little greenhouses. So we just save the top of the milk cartons that we cut, and then we can put those onto our little plant starts, and then we have a little mini greenhouse. Now this is gonna help us get our plants acclimated to the outdoors. These are onions, so we'll be setting these out overnight once they are sprouted and established really well. And then some of these other ones we'll just cover with plastic. Once we stick these in the ground, for instance, our tomato plants, when we stick our tomato plants in the ground early, we'll be able to stick these on top of our tomato plants, and that will help protect them from frost, because we are in an area where we will be getting frost through June likely. Okay, another thing that we have done over here is we have reused some egg cartons, and this is a box that we ordered some air filters in for our house. And I just cut this box out, and I've used it as a giant tray so that I can transport my starts from outside to the inside. No, Annika. So that I can transport, I'm using this as a tray to transport our starts from the outside to the inside every night and every morning. I just lined it with a trash bag on the bottom so that the cardboard doesn't get wet. And then once these are ready to transplant, we'll just take some scissors, or and we'll just cut out each little section, and we will plant these directly into the ground. And the carton is actually gonna just disintegrate and be compost, and it's also gonna help retain water for these plants once they're in the ground. So it's just super easy. If you buy eggs in these types of cartons and you avoid the styrofoam ones, that this will turn into a really nice moisture holding compost. So that's another really great idea that we had for this. I'm sure you guys have already heard of a lot of this. Another thing we have done is we have saved these boxes from, we've saved a variety of boxes to put our starts in. These are just the Ball and Kerr canning jar boxes. We go through a lot of jars in this house for various products and items that we make here. And so we saved those, and we are able to use those with the plastic on them to keep the cardboard from, you know, getting soggy and wet on the bottom when we bring them out in the morning, if we place them down in the grass, that kind of thing. So we also have some other cardboard boxes inside that we will be using to put some other starts in. We've got some more of these containers right here that we have cut and configured, and we are going to be stuffing these, as well as containers that we have saved over the years. We are going to also plant some seed starts in all of these to get our garden going. Now it is Now it is April here, and we have kind of a late start to our gardening season. So it's really important for us to get these going at this time of year. Annika, our little helper, is using the last bits of dirt she's finding in our wheelbarrow, and she is adding it to all of these plants.
Good job,
I hope that you found these few little tips for starting your garden helpful. I will keep on making more vlogs about our gardening adventure. This is the first actual real garden that we have. We do have a berry patch that we started a few years back, a raspberry and strawberry patch, but this is going to be our actual first real garden because we finally have a fence set up. We finally have a fence set up so that we can have our garden protected from deer. That is kind of an issue that we have here. There's my buddy Riker helping me out here. We have deer that get into our garden, so we really have to protect our garden from deer, from ground squirrels, from gophers and moles. Uh-oh, you okay? So it's been a process. We use the same heavy duty fencing that we used for our pig pens. We use that for our garden. We're gonna have to do some modifications. We do need to throw some water on the dirt up there so the pigs can really start tilling it up. I think it's gotten kind of hard like concrete and looks like they're having a little bit of trouble getting areas that are in full sun tilled up because the ground is a bit dry up there. So thank you guys so much for coming along with me to make our garden starts, and I hope that you found some of these ideas helpful. I hope that you use some of them. If you have any more ideas, mention them down below in the comments. Basically, I'll just go over real quick the things that we have planted. We've got red and green cabbage. We have cucumbers, lots of onions. We do have some pepper starts. We have a lemon balm, basil, cilantro, and hot peppers. And we also have some Brussels sprouts. Some sweet peppers, and I believe we will be buying some tomato starts from our neighbor who has a greenhouse. He's got a big, beautiful hothouse. So we will be using his service of him growing a few plants for us, and we will be purchasing those from him. And yeah. Down here below me in these pots right here behind me, not those green ones over there. Those we haven't planted anything in yet, but these ones right here behind me, we've got started Swiss chard, we've got kale, we have spinach, Swiss chard, kale, spinach, oh, and lettuce. We've got all of our greens planted, and we will also be planting some greens. You can't see it, but back there behind me is my berry patch, and over there we have some large barrels that we also plant our greens in as well. And those we just cycle through as they get big enough to pick. We pick off the leaves on the outside, and they continue to grow until they go to seed, and right before that happens we plant more seeds so that we have more coming up. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to click that notification bell and hit subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos and everything that we have going on around here. There's a lot of stuff, let me tell you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.